smoother trip here today. We'll see what Adam can work out. Good value play at 6-1.
Well, Scotty McKendrick at the wheel of the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Jeff McDonald, the starter, calls them in. It is post time for the fourth. Let's go back upstairs for the call with Vance Cameron.
Back in the game, Century Gaga, Private Dancer, Bayside Alexis. Top of her trade in Dueling Banjo, scratched down to a half a dozen here in the fourth race. Part of the driving championship, David Dowling and Amber Campbell, they'll watch from the sidelines here. Fourth race, post time. Rough and pacing, Century Gaga leaving out, Private Dancer going with her, third into the turn, that is back in the game. Getting away fourth, towards the inside is Bayside Alexis, top of her trade goes fifth, and the trailer is Dueling Banjos, her quarter pole bound. It's Century Gaga, in line to Corey McPherson, and Mark Campbell is going to right line back in the game early, quickly rushing up, and now she'll take over the lead. Back in the game, cleared for Mark Campbell. Second is Century Gaga for Corey McPherson. Private Dancer third with Stephen Shepard. That's Bayside Alexis fourth with Adam Murner. Top of her trade around the turn fifth with Jason Hughes. Trailing the field, Dueling Banjos for Donnie McNeil, 29 and 1 opened it up. They race down the stretch for the first time with the half mile in their sights. Back in the game is now the leader. Second is Century Gaga. Private Dancer third. Bayside Alexis going to the outside fourth. Racing from fifth is top of her trade. Then the trailer is Dueling Banjos halfway home in 59 and 4. Around the paddock turn for the second time, led to the 5/8 by back in the game. Right on her back is Century Gaga. Coming up third on the outside is Bayside Alexis. Fourth at the rail, Private Dancer. Top of her trade on the move, fifth. Trailing the field, Dueling Banjos is sixth. They arrive at three-quarters next. Back in the game, and Mark Campbell getting them there. Bayside Alexis on the outside with Murner. In at the rail, Century Gaga has McPherson. Racing from fourth. That's top of her trade and use. 3/4 of a mile in 1:30 and 3. Headed on home now. Back in the game, the leader. Century Gaga second. Bayside Alexis third. Top of her trade fourth. They're in deep stretch now. Back in the game. Century Gaga up the inside. Got it all for McPherson. Back in the game second. Bayside Alexis third. 2:01 flat.
Here's a look at the fourth race slow-mo for you this afternoon, brought to you by Universum Media. And Campbell put back in the game the favorite on the point here this afternoon. And it was Century Gaga who used the passing lane and deep stretch to get it done for more points with McPherson.
Yeah, perfect trip again here by Corey this afternoon. He let Mark do all the road work. Mark's at third early on and brushed up to get the lead here today. 29 and 1. Corey was very happy to sit in the 2-hole. 59 and 4. They raced the backside 130 and 3. They're going to settle it in the stretch here because no one from the back really challenged. And you can see here now Corey slipping down the passing lane late, and he's going to nip back in the game right at the wire here. Century Gaga and McPherson reaching up to win 2:01 flat. Great drive by Corey to win it. Second back in the game. Third Bayside Alexis. McPherson and Century Gaga in the winner's circle next.
Century Gaga arriving at the fourth race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare 4 by Sports Rider off the Bettor's Delight Dam. I'm betting on you. Owned by Flameproof Hanover Syndicate of Charlottetown, trained by Earl Watts. Corey McPherson, second winner for the double. The mile in 2:01. Century Gaga doubles up McPherson in the fourth. At trackside, the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission has the presentation.